How to do, everybody? Welcome to Variety Conversation. I am Lady Walker. This information just slowly breezed by me in a way that piqued my human curiosity and urged me to partake in it by making it one of my variety conversation topics before it becomes a cold topic. So, here goes. About a month ago, the New York Times obtained some information about Trump's taxes. You know, Trump wasn't all enthused about sharing his tax information with the public. As a matter of fact, it is said that he is the only president to keep his tax information concealed from the public since the 1970s. Now, the income tax information that has been revealed is not his personal income tax information, but more of his business tax income information, and it's not the totality of his business income tax information. That's my understanding of it. Trump appears to have a very astute accountant and tax attorney working on his behalf because he was able to pay peanuts when it came to paying taxes on millions. Trump has many businesses or entities. I have heard that he has about 500 or so. I don't know if that is the truth and nothing but the truth. On a side note, I wonder how many dummy corporations Trump has. Having dummy corporations is legal, and having 500 businesses, the possibility cannot be ruled out, especially when it is in his best interest tax-wise. According to the New York Times, Trump spent more than $70,000 to get his hair styled when he was on The Apprentice. Ain't that a flight for a flying doozy? And that's not all. He wrote it out as a business expense. Well, I got to tell you like it is, nothing is wrong with that if the tax laws allow for it. And I can only imagine that as president, how much it's costing taxpayers to make sure his hair is styled and his orange makeup is on point. With paying $70,000 to a hairstylist, it seemed as though the stylist ripped the old boy off, wouldn't you say? But then and again, Michael Cohen said Trump does his own hair because he doesn't want anyone to see what it looks like before all the spraying and blowing. I don't know if Michael was throwing shade or not. Trump's $70,000 yearly haircare reminds me of the famous John Edwards' two $400 haircuts, totaling $800 during the time he was running for the president back in 2006 or 7. The money for the haircuts was from campaign funds, and that didn't go over well with the peeps. It made for a lot of jokes on various late-night talk shows. I am a bit skeptical that Trump paid that kind of money to his hairstylist over the course of a year, but it's possible. I believe it was more of a tax write-off and that he and his accountant and tax attorney just came up with a number. Moving on, here's some more tax revelations concerning Trump's income taxes. Not only did Trump write off haircuts and styling as business expenses, 9 of his entities paid nearly $100,000 to Trump's daughter Ivanka's hair and makeup artist. Holy smoke, Batman! When you got the best hair and makeup artist, you can't look like $1 million. You can look good from the floor up. Yippity, yep. The report says that Trump avoided paying federal income taxes for 10 of the 15 years and paid just $750 in taxes in both 2016 and 2017. The tax return data also showed that Trump's businesses reported major losses and that he avoided paying income taxes largely because he reported losing much more money than he made. Trump says he paid a lot of money in state taxes. He says his taxes are in audit, which he was saying during the first time he was running for president and still saying it now that he is president, and that it will all be revealed and it will come out. And they have been negotiating. Yes, they have been negotiating for what seems like a long time, and still there's much unknown about his finances. How about that for a golly gee? Trump also denies the tax revelation and says it's totally fake news. But hey, all he needs to do is produce the real tax returns to ward off the fake news. Period. Let me say this. Trump and his administration are making all kinds of laws to benefit them tax-wise. So when Trump is no longer president, he will still be able to legally not pay taxes for the next 20 years. He and his family, not to mention his rich business buddies and friends. And one more thing. I recall Trump saying to Hillary Clinton that not having to pay any federal income taxes makes him smart, and that he was a better steward for his money than the government. Let that simmer for a minute, okay? And he may be, right on that. Anyway, beloved, feel free to express your perspective on said topic. And in the meantime, y'all come back to visit me when you can. Okie doke.